Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming along to the Model 4 Club meeting for June 2025. Do we have any new members here this evening? Any visitors here this evening? Maureen Allingham and Linda Dawes.
Yes. Murray Highland.
And Murray Highland, all the three sick people. Okay, apologies. Any apologies that aren't in the book? Ernie?
Ken Young's name's there.
Ken Young, yeah.
My little brother.
Yeah, we've already got Peter, yes.
Have we got Warburton?
No, oh really? Okay.
It was, yeah,
Yep.
there was one other.
Well, we'll get them anyway. So, all right.
Anna Charalambis is
Okay. Okay, I'll hand over to Josh for the Secretary's report.
Okay, so I move that the minutes of the general meeting of May 2025 that were circulated via email to all members, as well as via post to those who received the flyer via post, be accepted. Do I have a second? All right, I assume everyone's in favour of that. All right. Business arising from the previous meeting. I don't believe that we have any. So I'll move on to the correspondence. So correspondence out. The minutes of the May general meeting were distributed to all members via email or post. Various other club magazines were distributed via email to members. The April-May edition of the flyer was distributed via email and post to members and other clubs, as well as emails were sent to those members who have still not renewed, prompting them to either renew or signal their intention to leave the club.
Email, Josh.
Oh, you sent it via post as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that. All right, correspondence received. Various other club magazines were received via email or post. A notification from Australia Post was received that a package was awaiting collection at the post office. Found that in the box this afternoon. As well as 3 letters from the ATO advising that they were holding our tax refund as they did not have our banking information. It's only $2.50 or something though, right, Robert?
What actually happened was, because we paid our tax bill early last year, they gave us some interest on the money that we paid early, $2.63. So, if you ever need to contact ATO, ring up the switchboard, explain what your issue is, and they'll transfer you and you'll get through. You try the up numbers, it'll just go around in a voicemail message, and then you get disconnected. We're too busy to make
It's not a scam.
please call it in.
I hope not.
Sounds like Telstra.
All right, so that's all the correspondence in and out. So I move that the correspondence in and out be received. Do I have a seconder? Keith. And I assume everyone's in favour of that as well, and it carries. Good. All right, business arising from the correspondence. I don't believe we have any. No. So we'll move on to Robert for the Treasurer's report.
Okay, so our opening balance was $8,828.73. We had deposits $2 for some club stickers. Peter Wiggs will purchase a club barbecue, $40. Last month's raffle raised $85.80, so we had term deposit interest of $136.65. So total income was $264.45. The only expense we had was last month's supper for the meeting, which was $23.50. So our closing balance is $9,071.68. We've also got our term deposit, invested at 4.75%, and that will expire on the 20th of September this year. Any questions?
Can I suggest, Robert, we put 5,000 more in the term deposit when it rolls over. So we've
Well,
got $9,000, we probably
Yeah.
don't need $9,000.
I was
in the terminal account.
thinking to do something along those lines, so
Yeah,
we can talk about that after.
okay,
So our membership, we've got 111 financial. As Josh said, we sent out a letter by email and by post to the 4 members that remain unfinancial. So if they don't renew by the end of June, or contact me before then, we won't have any unfinancial members. And we've got 5 members for deceased widows, so 120 in total. Any questions?
I believe they'd be 5 widows of deceased members, not 5 members of deceased widows.
he says that every month.
John, you're sleeping
He
there.
says it every month.
Fair enough. So I'd like to move that the treasury report be accepted. Can I have someone second it, please? Thank you, John. All in favour? Thank you.
So past events report. So all the past events, I think, have been covered in the flyer. So we had reports on the All Steam Carro Day, didn't we, in the
Yep.
flyer? We had reports for the Bathurst Gold Country Tour
Yes.
invitation run in the flyer. And we had report for the Tech Day at Sydney safety training in the
Yes.
flyer. So unless someone wants to cover them.
Report too on the Countdown Steam, Kerosene Steam Museum, didn't
Yes, we did, the All Steam Carro Day. So I think the only other one that was an invitation run during the time, I'm not sure if anyone, was the National Motor Heritage Day. That was a pretty bad day from a weather perspective, I know that. So did anyone go to any of those events? No? Okay, well, if everyone's happy, we'll just want to move on. So we've covered all those already in the flyer. So I might move on to Peter Wigsall to talk about the upcoming events. So come out the front here, Pete.
And make sure you have this so people can hear you.
G'day trips. September run. I still don't have anywhere to go, but I went and had a look at the airport, the new one, and there was 4 people there. But some people haven't been there, and you can go there and have a look and then go down the pub at, what's the town across the road from there? Luddenham. Go to Luddenham. Or give me a suggestion, because I haven't got any.
I think we do that. I think we do the airport.
Well, they just opened the terminal day before yesterday.
Yeah,
Prime
but-
Minister opened the terminal.
I'm pretty sure we can't get in there.
I know the CEO. I could talk to him and see if he can let us walk around, have a look around.
That's actually going.
Well, I can talk to Simon and see. I used to work with Simon at Qantas. He's the CEO of Western Sydney Airport. So I
That's
can,
really cool, we can sit there and park there and have a look like that.
well, I can reach out to him and see if that's possible. But the visitor centre's still open and the runway's finished now and the taxiways are finished. So
Well, look, finish from where I was.
yeah, they're all finished. So the airport's on track for opening in 2026. So if you like, I'll just see if that's a possibility.
Yep.
And I'll come back to you.
Well, look, what we know is on the list, right? The only 2 we didn't have is September and November. So September's look like it's going to be the airport. Someone was going to talk.
Your truck museum?
Oh, yes, and that's November. I found the guy that's got the museum, International Truck Museum, out at Moralia. And if you don't know where Moralia is, where Boundary Road meets Windsor Road, where the Vineyard pub is on the corner. It's quite a nice hotel now, it's really done up. But I found the guy there and through other circumstances, but anyway, the fellow I know involved in it's in a couple of hot rod clubs, so he's going to bring his hot rod mates along too and try and make a day out of it, you know. So we'd like a heap of cars there. It's a good run, good road, and it's about, I'm only guessing now, it's about 5 or 6 k's off the Windsor Road, up Boundary Road.
Okay.
So we'll give you a good map and that when it comes time. All right. I've just got to get a yes if you want to do it.
Yes.
So I can let the bloke
The
know in the
answer is
morning.
yes. Yes, we want to do it. Yes.
Thank you. And I'd also ask you, somewhere along the line we can get some numbers. I'll make a few phone calls to people that aren't here tonight. And
Yeah,
see
we
if I
can certainly
get-
circulate a sheet of each of the meetings
That'd
and
be
people can write down their names if they plan to attend.
I can send an email out asking people to let us know.
Or yeah, they can ring me or text me, isn't it? That's fine. What
So
else?
John, you want to talk about the Heritage Centre? Yeah.
We'd love to.
Yes.
Stay big old thing.
All right, we were the,
You keep dropping the fuzzball.
oh, where's the microphone part?
So it is,
Just
yeah.
talk in the top.
So we went there
Just
4 years.
pretend you're having a colonoscopy.
I don't know, never had one. You've all went there 4 years ago, so if you're coming from Camden, you just out to the Oaks, it's about 10 or 12 k's, and when you get to the centre of the Oaks, there's a roundabout, and it's a rather large one, and there's a park in front of you on the sort of diagonally to your left, but it'll have our amen there with its arm pointing it up there. Go through the shopping centre, right down to nearly the end of the houses, and there's a big yellow sign, says Roland Lilly Heritage Centre, up Edward Street, and there'll be another amen there with the right name. And if Tomo's coming there, of course, he'll come to the roundabout straight at it and just keep on going. So, 10 o'clock start if you like it. We've got the morning tea. They're $15 a head. The scones are about that big, jam and cream. Real jam, real cream too, not the out of a can. And we'll have a look around, and then the club has supplied the barbecue is going to supply sausage sizzle. So they're already in the fridge, and the onions are redone tomorrow afternoon, and the bread rolls we picked up Sunday morning fresh. So I'd love to see you all come. I've got 26 at the moment, and I could possibly have the Ashtons.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming now, okay, so I can write them down. So that's not a bad effort, and nothing much has changed inside. We've rearranged it all. We'll show you into the what we call our reference library, which is really magnificent. It's got the compactors on there. What's happening now is everyone that's got historical information is now bringing it out to the Oaks now. So we can go to a card machine and you can say, well, my grandfather lived in John Street in 1901. So you go, there it is. There's a street map, and there's the history of whoever it was. So 10 o'clock, and then we'll have lunch, and then you can just tootle off home at your leisure then. So I believe it's going to be about 18 degrees on Sunday with no
Supposed to be
rain.
sunny.
Sunny, so that's good news there. So
It's this Sunday, John.
this coming Sunday, yeah. I think you're down here.
You're bringing the
You
car.
worry
probably
me.
roll your
You
car
worry
down
me when you do that, Phil.
Might be going for Wednesday, I hope. So it's up to Ron. Ron's got to come and have a look at it Wednesday.
Oh,
coming out
you keep that news, Bill. Bill's interested in that good news there. Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Oh, we've got a lot for dog show because there's cabbage.
It's all right.
All done or a bit more?
Any people got interested in doing that 100-year Ford Australia Day at Liverpool Catholic Club? 2, you and me.
And Warburg,
Oh, Warbo's.
yeah, and my missus.
Yeah, so tickets are available online. So you have to go to the All Ford Sydney website, and then you can buy your tickets online. With the fee, I think it's $160 with the fee, isn't it? There's a booking fee, which
Yeah, it is.
doesn't go to CFC. But we'll talk about that during the CFC report.
Yeah, right.
I'm done.
Very good.
So one question I do have though, is the club interested in having a run in December to Mount Annan Botanical Gardens for a sausage sizzle, like we did last year? I'll be on the second Sunday, which is the 14th, so it's not so close to Christmas as last year's. Because if you are, then I'll need to make a booking. So,
I'm sure hands are
okay, I'll do that. And we'll have it in the next area around from where we normally are, because the toilets are closed, so the barbecue's right there and it's all undercover. So, sorry? I don't know, Ron, you got plenty of time to check that out, mate. I assume they work. So, Yes.
No, the one where it didn't work, that was when we went to the dam.
The dam.
That was the
that's right.
dam where the barbecue.
Yeah, no, the ones in Mount Annan always worked.
They're good, yeah.
All right, well, I'll make that booking for the 14th of December then, in Mount Annan Botanic Gardens.
So probably on run. Just so everybody knows, St Mary's Spring Festival will be on again this year. It's going to be 50 years. And it may be the last street parade that they ever do. They haven't fully decided, but that's going to be on 6th of September, the first Saturday in spring. So, I mean, I'll get some more information. I spoke to the lady yesterday briefly, but everything as far as I know is going to be the same as previous years, but I'll sort it all out and I'll send it through to Josh to put into the next newsletter.
Okay. All right, so an invitation runs, obviously, it's not so much a run, but event. On the All Fords weekend, on the 26th of July, after the swap meet, they've arranged for historic drags at the dragway at Eastern Creek to happen between 12 and 5. So basically on the Saturday, the 26th, you'll have the swap meet from 6 till 10, the drags from 12 till 5, and then if you want to go to the gala dinner at Liverpool Catholic Club, that's from 7 till 10 in the evening. So you've got time to go between each of the different venues, and then on the Sunday is the All Fords Day, and we'll come to that right now. So Phil, if you want to talk about the CFC meeting?
I think you tidied a fair bit up too, Bill. That'll be right there.
Yeah. I'll you got the clip the white program.
That'll do down here, won't it?
Yes. I've got the
Yeah, what Bill pointed out was quite correct, because he came along to the last meeting and we nutted out a few things there. Lost my page here. Here it is here. Yeah, we got that dinner on the, I don't know, what would you call it, gala dinner or something?
Gala dinner, yeah.
Yeah, gala dinner. Me and Mal are going along,
So let's just talk about that. So the CFC have provided 2 tickets to the Model A4 Club at $75 a head. And I think in recognition of Phil's long-term representation of the club, Phil and someone else who Phil chooses to attend, Mal, should go to represent the club, and the club pay the $75 a head. So if everyone's in agreement with that, that's what we'd like to do.
and I can give information what happens on the Saturday night and get back to the club on that.
Sure you can. Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil, you'll have your Model A at All Fords Day.
I hope
You'll
to.
have it at the gala dinner.
It's a drastic, what do you call it, drastic situation. And I've had trouble after trouble after trouble, head studs breaking.
You've diverted him now, John. Give us the CFC report,
Yeah.
Phil. Give us the CFC report.
Best part about it, I bought the old girl a brand new horn. How's that?
Ron will burn that out on Wednesday.
I haven't hooked it up yet, Ron, when you told me. The wires are hanging there, so, you know,
That's not bad.
Another job.
yeah.
Bring a multimeter on.
Yeah,
And a Tesla.
This way.
Tesla, that's.
now you get me all confused here.
Take much.
I need some helpers for Saturday and Sunday if I can get it. If you can't get there to do it, Mal always gets a job. Andrew likes him, and he does the takings on the gates and everything. I'll show you how good Andrew is. He took $100 out of his pocket and given it to Mal. Mal wouldn't take it. Just a little bit of appreciation.
I haven't trained him very well.
Just need that $100 to go towards that horn.
Well, he respects what I do, you know. I'll clip him under the ears. Now you get me all mixed up here. Bill's said that their website, they've got afordSydney.com.
All the tickets are gone, right?
yeah, all
for
the-
the
all the-
Fords Day,
yeah, all the-
25 tickets we've
Yeah,
placed.
all the tickets are gone.
So they really want to get a lot of early cars there for the 100 years.
Yeah,
So that's why we upped it to 25
yeah,
at the meeting.
yeah.
And it's good that we've placed them. We just need everyone to come along
Yeah.
now
Well,
on the Sunday.
I could ring up Pee-wee. Pee-wee could send them out to me if I need extras, you know, he can handle the tickets.
Yeah, so if we need some more...
My
then
voice is
let's do it.
playing up lately. I don't know why.
It's all the talking, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yelling at the car, I fell up and go.
I might be a bit slow at this. I've done that one. Yeah, that's about it. There wasn't a real lot to bring up anyhow.
So the reason the gala dinner is a bit expensive is because they've got four drivers there
Yeah.
who will be speaking on the night, and they're all paid.
Yeah,
So it's just trying to recover the costs
Yeah.
for the event. There's no profit being made
yeah,
out of that cost. So and those drivers will be there on your Ford's Day as well, and they'll be signing some banners and things like that,
yeah.
posters, and so you will get a chance to meet them.
And I think Andrew said that you got a chance of going around the track with one of the legends. Yeah.
I thought that was you. You're driving. You're taking a truck around.
Yeah, just about. Anyhow, that's about all I can give. Bill's done a fantastic job.
So if anyone wants to help on the Saturday in setting up for the Sunday, Andrew would greatly appreciate it. So even if you can just come for a couple of hours,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to the swap meet or you're going to the drags, you know, hang around a bit later and give them a hand in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Or
It's going to
whatever.
go. It's going to go past Sunday to Monday because they brought up at a meeting saying if it goes to tidy up the place, they want it actually left the way it is. So that means an extra day or so that they'll have to do it. You know. There was something else I was going to bring up. Just trying to think of now.
Next meeting is the 16th of June.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when do you want the help, in the afternoon?
In the afternoon on the Saturday.
Yeah.
After the swap meet, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So around about lunchtime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. I won't be there Friday. I'll be there Saturday, and then I'll be going to the Saturday night gala. But I'll be back early on the Sunday.
4 o'clock.
Oh yeah, well I'll drag him out of bed at 3 o'clock. He'll be right there. Andrew got up me last time I dragged him. He said, "You're always the first at the gate." I said, "I don't want to get nipped off, did I? You imagine trying to get behind all these jokers."
No, David either.
No, it's about Wednesday Wanderers.
Yeah, no, I know.
Thanks very much, Phil.
Okay, I didn't do much.
That's okay. You do a lot. Thank you for all your efforts. Wednesday Wanderers, do we have any reports for Wednesday Wanderers? That's not, okay.
We can do a rough one.
All right, go right ahead.
There was the Highlands, the Ellinghams and the Coxes. That was it, 6 of them.
How ready we go?
Jim saw you there. How many wines did you have, Jim?
There were 6 of us there, it was raining, windy, and nothing was open, so we all went to the Coxes place and had one term.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was pretty poor weather that day, wasn't it? And I'm not sure when the next one is, but I guess Ron will let us know and we'll circulate that via email. So library report, do we have a library report? Our Japanese friends? Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Good evening, everybody. How are we all? Pretty good? Cold? It's nice in here, isn't it? Yeah. So we just had a nice little holiday in Japan. We did the Tripper deal, ultimate destination. So I don't think I've been to that many hotels in 16 days because they took us all over Japan. So it was definitely go, go, go if you're ever considering it. And I think it was the only way to get around to see as many parts of Japan as we could in that sort of short space of time. Okay, so after digressing, getting back to the library report,
Did you
Ron,
go to Yokohama?
yes, we did.
Did you see the Ford plant? Because they built Model A's there.
We were in a very strict
Did you go
schedule,
to the
thanks,
Ford plant at
Bill.
Yokohama?
We were lucky to get to a bonsai place on one of our,
Get your priorities right.
for Ron.
By the time you get there, and then you probably got to get there at 4 o'clock. Where we stay.
5 or 6 o'clock to the hotel. You've been out all day.
You arrange a cab.
Yeah.
No English whatsoever. Sign language.
Yeah, anyway. But it was
Google
really
Translate.
good. It was good. So next time we go to Japan, thanks, Bill, we'll
You
get
go to
there.
Yokohama
We'll
to
get
see the
there.
Ford
We
plant?
went to Yokohama, we just didn't go to the Ford plant. Ron's placed the latest Restorer magazines in a white folder down there, following the previous setting up
There's a new
by
one right
Mr.
there.
Highland.
The latest one's right.
It's over there.
A new one's just arrived.
Okay, Ron, I'll give this to you. He's helping me out. I've catalogued about 27 items or resources that belong to the Ford Club here in a spreadsheet. And I haven't included all of the different volumes that have got the Restorer and the other magazines in there. The only issue I have was I couldn't print it out because I wanted to show everyone a paper copy. So I have to see you two later.
All right.
So I'll be seeking assistance from Josh and Bill. Anyway, that's the end of it. So as they say in Japan, arigato, which means thank you.
Thank you, Celine. And Ron, thank you. So the CMC report, I'll just give you a rundown on the highlights of the last meeting. So Terry was back in the chair and provided an update on his health, and he's progressing very well and had great results on his last blood test, which was about a week before, and he had a follow-up visit the following day. So we all wish him well. It sounds like he's on the road to recovery, which is great. For the Shannon Sydney Classic on the 17th of August, 1,500 tickets have already been sold. The tickets are now available and will be posted out to us. I wasn't at the meeting, I attended via Zoom rather than in person. They're still looking for concourse entries, and they're available on the website if you want to enter your car in concourse. The cut-off is the 17th of July, and they particularly want pre-war cars because they're getting a reasonable amount of entries for 50s, 60s and up, but nothing 40s, 30s and earlier. So if you want to enter, you've probably got a good chance of taking something out because there's probably not be a lot of competition there.
Phil's got it in there.
Phil's car? Yeah. That's right. Ron will have it running on Wednesday, so should be fine for July.
There's a regular on Thursday.
Well, we just take care of
So Service New South Wales, there was an update about the app and the website. So previously, you could look on the app and still get information there about who the primary club was for a specific plate. It had been removed from the website. It's now been removed from the app. So there's no way you can tell anymore by doing a search on a historic or CBS plate who the primary club is. And the reason for that is that apparently in the background, in the coding, it brought up the details of the owner of the car, and Service New South Wales were concerned about the privacy. You couldn't see it on the screen, but if you dug into the back of the screen, the information was there. So now they've removed it in total. So not even Terry can see who that car's primary club is anymore. So Yeah. National Motor Heritage Day was still a success despite the poor weather. For the run, they had about 250 vehicles at the Motor Life Museum, about 100 or so vehicles up at Currajong, and about 250 vehicles at the Richmond Club. So even though it was a pretty poor weather, it was a success. The Tony DeLuca Volunteer of the Year Award, they've had no applications received as yet. As you know, Mal was the winner for last year's award. The nominations close in October, so if we feel there's anyone else that may be deserving of that from being a long-term volunteer, then please give it some consideration and let the committee know, and we can put in a nomination again. So matters of affiliation, so there are 233 clubs, financial affiliates of the CMC, one club being unfinancial, and that is one of the Holden clubs, and I believe that club is closing down through lack of membership. So there's 10 applications in various stages of the process, but the feeling was from Leicester that 8 of those probably aren't going to go through because they've been dragging the chain and not providing information. However, on the night, the Central Coast Leagues Club, Vintage Drivers Club, was approved for affiliation. So they've got about 70 members. They've been running about 5 or 6 years. It's an interesting club, a mixture of cars and bikes. There's over 160 bikes across the 70 members and about 40 or 50 cars. So that they were approved. As you know, there was a registrar information day, which Robert, Josh and I attended, and they just thanked everyone that came along, said it was a great success and appreciated the information that was conveyed. As you know, we put the booklet on the Facebook page, so if you want to know anything about CVS or HVS, or if you're a registrar or you're not, all the information's there for you to have a read. So everyone should be clear on what the rules are. Hello? The Robert Shannon Foundation, applications are open for people under 30 years of age for sponsorship for classic or heritage related activities. So there's a scholarship there. If you know anyone that's under 30 that's doing something in our movement, doesn't need to be restoring a car. It could be doing a research paper. It could be doing something for their tertiary studies that's classic or vintage car related. Then they could potentially qualify for a scholarship under the Robert Shannon Foundation. So. And that was about it on the night. So that was the wrap up. The next meeting is in July. So we'll move on to general business. So we've talked about the 100 Years of Ford in Australia celebration dinner. As I said, if you want to attend yourself, then just go to All Ford's Day Sydney website, and you can make the bookings there, not just for the dinner, but also for the drag event if you want to compete or you want to just attend that, or also for the swap meet, I think it is. If you're someone who wants to set up a stand, you can buy the tickets there as well. So, and there's a lot of good information on that page. They've done a really good job setting that page up about the 100 Years of Ford. So I was speaking with Dave Slater. He went to the 100 Years of Ford event in Victoria last month, and William Ford was there, the CEO of Ford, came out to Australia to celebrate the 100 Years of Ford in Australia. And he said it was over a weekend, and he says it was great. He took one of his cars down. There were 3 or 4 of them invited to bring. They wanted a car from each decade, basically. So Dave took one of his cars down, and one of his friends, John, I think, took one as well. And he said it was just a fantastic weekend. And Bill Ford was very engaging with everyone, was really interested in the older cars, and he said it was something he thought was going to be pretty average, but it turned out to be excellent. So, and I think Andrew mentioned at the CFC meeting that Ford Australia is now going to is on board as a sponsor for the All Fords event in Sydney. Not from a monetary perspective, not giving us any cash, but apparently they're giving kind. So there'll be some giveaways and things there, which and there'll be some cars on display. I think some of the current cars on display. So. And talking about cars, the drivers, the race car drivers that are coming along, there will be 5 or 6 race cars there as well, original cars, not replicas, both on display at All Fords Day, some at the gala dinner inside on display, and maybe 1 or 2 on display on the Saturday afternoon. So yes, if you're into motorsport, then it's going to be a big motorsport weekend as part of that. And the only other 2 items on the general business was just the reminder about the club key rings, which Josh has. It's for sale for $5 each plus postage. He has some here tonight. And Robert's still got a bunch of badges and patches and things available, I think, at heavily discounted prices.
They're all the cover.
You're selling it by weight now, aren't you? So,
Like kilo?
by the kilo, that's right, yes. So are there any for sales and wanteds? So we've got Steve Leet was still looking for a Model A horn. Jim Allingham still selling his car trailer. Still 6,200, Jim, is it?
No, it's gone up.
It's gone up. Okay. Ron Cox.
6,300 now.
6,300 now. It's gone up $100. Okay. Sign of the times.
Inflation affects everyone.
Ron Cox has got a 28 Ford utility. It's still for sale, David? Or?
And luggage rack.
And a luggage rack. Is that included or is that separate? You buy the luggage rack, does the car get thrown in? Or?
What about the sheet metal folder?
It's sold.
You
It's
sold the
sold.
sheet metal folder? Okay, that's good. So, yes, an A4, 30 model A Ford luggage rack, $35, including brackets.
I've got something to put on for sales.
Yes.
4 13-inch galvanised holding rims and tyres. 200 for a Ford.
How much?
200.
And Cole?
Need to remove the MG off the website, it's been sold on Victoria.
Oh, all right. I'll put a note on here, but it won't go out on the minutes that you sold it.
Withdraw the coupe from sale.
Any other for sales? Craig Finney.
My name's Scott. After a long time, I've got the Model A register going again. I've done the differential all by myself.
Great.
I wanted to help a little bit of encouragement. But, with the cars going, and hers like a pussycat.
Ah, very good. Well done, Craig.
And we had a great.
So it's got 4 reverse gears and 1 forward gear now, is it? Or 3 reverse gears and 1 forward gear?
Oh, good.
That's great, Craig. Well done. Did you get your door? You're still looking for door latches at some stage? Didn't get them?
It's still on the website, I believe. Take it down.
Okay. Any other for sales and wanteds? I put up on the Facebook page, I think it was the other day, there's a Speedster for sale. like a rattle trap one. So it looked like an interesting car. It comes with a trailer, and there's
Sports coupe as well, a green one.
yeah, that's the one with the Donovan engine in it.
Oh, that's that one that your wheels were off.
That's right. That's the one that's in
I don't
was in
understand.
Queensland that got sold to some guy in Victoria who's now selling it again.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. That's that one.
Yes.
Yes. So there's some interesting cars popping up on Facebook Marketplace for sale in the Aussie Model A's group over the last month or two.
And that
And
Victoria.
there's a Vicky there as well. So Mal's looking for another project. There's another Vicky there. You can have a matching pair of Vickies.
So that's allowed.
Has Kate Carter sold her car yet?
I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, so it's
And that was that pickup in Camden.
yeah. There's a nice pickup in Camden, 31 closed cab,
with a metal
indented
roof.
firewall. Is left-hand drive that one?
It is left-hand drive.
Left-hand drive, but he wants $58,000 for it.
Oh,
So.
It's in Camden though, so easy pickup.
Yeah, you save on petrol getting it. That's right. Save on. You can get it on the way home, Ron.
Mm.
Ron, you can get it on the way home.
Oh, yeah.
Celine wouldn't even know. That's right.
Oh, and the other one was that a lady named Grace Brown posted on the Facebook page 29 Phaeton for sale.
Green one.
A green one, almost finished, but not quite.
And nothing.
23
Oh, I'm surprised.
in Gosford.
Oh, that's 20,000 yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a few cars out and about for sale at the moment. So lucky door prize,
That's you, buddy.
Mr. Allingham.
We've got a special prize tonight, thanks to Phil Dalton.
Never used torque wrench, is it?
It's been sitting around for quite a while, 10 years.
Yeah, Phil doesn't talk, he just goes arm strength.
It's only been used once on Phil's car.
No, I've got my own material.
That was to put the distributor on.
I can't work out the best
First
thing.
prize, the second prize,
Barbecue Thomas.
barbecue set. Because of the special visit tonight, Maureen's going to come and draw the raffle for us.
Oh, barrel girl, I would like these new barrel girls.
Green 43.
Green 43. That's your ticket, Jim, isn't it? Green 43.
44 and 45.
I think I've got it.
If you warm up the slang, you've got
Another couple of hours, we'll have three Smith buckets.
So what would you like, Keith? The torque wrench or the barbecue tongs? They're interchangeable, by the way, so
Draw it again, I don't want
you don't either of them.
I've got one I haven't used.
You have a pair then. You can have a pair that you've never used.
redraw.
All right, redraw, okay.
Christmas present.
Green 59.
Green 59.
Keith again.
You're gonna have it, you're gonna have it.
It's Phil Dalton won it, did he? Who won it? David Cox won it.
First prize.
What's the talk bench, Ron, today? What's the talk bench? Or you want the barbecue tongs?
Hands like left, barbecues.
Next one.
It's a red, number 3.
Red 3.
Also David.
I think
Red number 3.
Red 22.
Red 22.
Thank you, Rory.
Then you have to give him the prize.
They want to talk about.
But sorry, Jim, if you won that, you're actually doing the sausages on Sunday, so you have to come along. Yeah. So I'm just going to reopen general business for a moment because Robert has an item he wishes to talk about.
Okay, so there was one other bit of correspondence that went out this month, but I thought I said it further, Josh, but I must have forgotten. So earlier this year, we received in the mail a patch like our card club badge, but instead of being an island badge, you had to sew it on, and it said, "This lady drives a Model A." So I discussed it with Bill, and we decided that it would best go to Kate Taylor. Kate was a previous president. She was instrumental in changing the club constitution to bring it all up to date. And when she went on Rob Taylor's run up to Orange back in 2018, Pace's car broke down and she jumped in the car and went to get help and come back. So that was set off to her. It just had a badge in the envelope and it just said, with a little note that said donation. I don't know where it come from or who it was, but it's just like an island badge. It just says, "This lady drives a Model A." So just to let everybody know, and hopefully Kate will receive it before she gets to see tonight's meeting.
Yeah, I think Kate Taylor sent it to us. So, and of course her car's for sale right now. So, but regardless, it'll be a memory for her. So is there any other general business or?
I just wanted to I should have mentioned earlier when we were talking about the events, I'm not going to do a full report or anything because it's already in the flyer. But if you're thinking about going to the Bathurst Rally next year, it's well worth going to. It was very enjoyable. The drive was great and lots of varied cars. It was very interesting. So if you're interested, you should definitely go.
That's the Gold Country Tour.
The Gold Country Tour in Bathurst, yeah.
And they're hosting it next year.
Tell them about the haunted motel.
Oh, yeah. The place I stayed, it's called the Hallows, and it's right next to the racetrack near the Ridges. It was built quite a long time ago as like a manor house, and then in the 40s it became a nunnery, and then in the 60s it was a boarding house for the local boarding school, and now it's a hotel. And a very unique place to stay. When I got there, completely empty. You just get a text message on your phone with a code to put into the lockbox to get your room key. So I did that and went into my room, which was very nice, but enormous mansion sort of style place, 100 and something years old, completely empty.
How many rooms?
At least 100 and something rooms. Really big building, but nobody there. And I looked up the reviews of the place while I was there, and people either love it or claim it's haunted. So there's reviews about supposedly a ghost of a nun roams the hallways at night, and another person was claiming that they woke up in the middle of the night and there was a schoolboy sitting on the end of their bed. Yeah, I didn't see any ghosts, but it's still a unique place to stay. Yeah. But if you're going to Bathurst, you need somewhere to stay, lots of parking, lovely room, full kitchen in the common areas so you can cook your meals if you want.
How much?
It was cheap. It was 100 and something bucks a night, not a lot. So if you're happy with a haunted mansion, then stay there.
Very good. Thank you, Josh. Okay, well, on that note, I declare the meeting closed at 8:19 p.m. So thank you all for coming along. Please stay with us and enjoy some supper. Craig, I have 2 stickers for you.